I'm Yogesh. Today our topic is interrupt. So this interrupt we will record in 2 to 3 video. This topic is little important, and like in embedded system, interrupt is having a very major role. So you need to understand interrupt very clearly. So that's why like we are recording in 2 to 3 section. Uh, you comment if you are having any doubt or anything. We will make a counter video for this, so that like we will try to answer all your query either in a text or in a video format. So let's start. This is our agenda for this video. We will see like what is interrupt, what is the use of interrupt, what is polling, what is the advantage of interrupt over polling, what happen if so many interrupt will come. So this is our agenda for today video. So let's start. So let's start the interrupt. As the interrupt name says, interrupt. As the interrupt says, you are doing something. Consider you are doing some activity. You are doing some activity, and you are doing this activity, and someone call you. So this is interrupt. I'll give one example. Consider you are watching some movie. Some movie is going on, and you are sitting here and watching the movie. And your mom, your dad, your parents, your brother, sister, someone called you. So once you receive call, what you do? Your attention diverted here. This is interrupt. Understand? See, interrupt not like, oh, you will say, oh I was watching movie and I interrupted. No, interrupt is not always like disturbance, but normally interrupt meaning is disturbance. Interrupt is disturbance, but disturbance need not like always a bad thing. Disturbance can be a good thing also. Consider you are sleeping. Consider you are sleeping. Consider you are sleeping, and fire broke out. And then someone calling from here, your brother, sister, you are calling. So this is also kind of interruption actually. This is also kind of interruption where they are telling you, hey, my son, my daughter, hey, please listen. This is also disturbance because you are sleeping and somebody disturbing you. Why? Because this is some reason is there. Here also some reason is there. Here also some reason is there. So, but it is a disturbance. Whatever you are doing, consider you are doing this activity and someone call you, this is disturbance. You are watching TV, someone call you, this is disturbance. You are sleeping, someone call you, that is disturbance. You can say this is interrupt. Interrupt in any process. That process can be a good process or bad process, or there is nothing good, nothing bad actually. Whatever you are doing, if any discontinuity is coming in that is called the interrupt. Hope it making sense. What is interrupt? So now when we say what is the use of interrupt? What is the use of interrupt? Our next question is, what is the use of interrupt? What is the use of interrupt? Consider same example we'll take. Say one person is sleeping. Consider one person is sleeping. And fire broke out. So someone is calling. Hey Raj, wake up. And Raj wake up. So when we say what is the use of interrupt, the use of interrupt is, if you see, consider if he not giving you interrupt, then what is the process? You will be keep sleeping. Keep sleeping, and there may be some emergency also triggering here. Consider no emergency. Maybe like you are doing, you are considered studying. You are studying a book. Consider you are studying a book. You are sitting here and you are studying a book. You are studying. Then, like someone, your mom or your dad or your parents or your relatives, they want to call you for food. But at the same time, they don't want to disturb you. What they will do? They will wait until you finish. Once you finish this study process, after that you automatically go and have food and then come back. Something like that. But what if you just not feeling hungry, means it took like 2 days, 3 days, you are not at all coming for food, then it may be a problem. Now I'll tell you some technically, I'll give some technical example. Consider when we write program. So when we write program in embedded application, we are having some program that is one time, some code that is one time work, and then we are having code which is infinite loop. Means we are doing in a loop again and again we are doing. Consider we do one work here, like maybe display, this may be ADC, this may be communication, like that. We are doing 2-3 work, and maybe like say some button, push button, switch, you can say. So like that we are doing 4 work. So what we do, we start from here. So we start from here and then we do one time activity. Then we do this work, like we display, then we check switch, then ADC, then communication, display, switch, ADC, communication, display, switch, like that we are keep going. Now say fire broke out or some 1 second over. Consider every second I have to do some other activity. Every second I have to store data into memory. Every second I have to store data into memory. Who will tell me here 1 second? Consider if I put my clock here. Try to understand this, very important. This is like I am talking about the architecture level. Okay. So it is not like simply I am talking. So consider like say here if we put some time, some clock, and we are measuring here the something. And even if we put the timer also here, if we put the timer like say JNB, in the previous section we had seen JNB TF0, sit here L1, and L1 is giving me 1 second delay. Fine. So this will give me 1 second delay. I am waiting till here, and I am finding out how much delay it is giving me. No problem. But when I go here and when I do this and this and this and this, and when I come here and when I come here, then there is possibility like 10 seconds is passed. Possibility I am saying. It's not like that, but consider like 10 seconds is passed. So what I am trying to say is here, in this particular case, what is happening? We are working on display, we are working on display, switch, ADC, communication, and then we are waiting for 1 second. So maybe this process is taking 10 seconds and this process is we are waiting 1 second. What is use of that? We are not getting the symmetrical output. Let me try one more time. Consider we are doing on a time scale. We are doing some work. And we don't know, time is passing on. Time is passing on. And we have to do periodically some activity. Every second we have to do something. some other activity. How to do this? We need something who can tell us, who can disturb us, who can disturb microcontroller and say, hey, look, do this. And we will go and we will finish that. And then we'll come and again in our whatever we are doing, we will be doing. And again he will say, hey, do that. And we'll go and do this. And then again we do this. And then again someone disturb. So like we need someone who can disturb us periodically. Something like that. So it means like every second or every minute or every hour somebody is telling us to do this thing. That's how the interrupt is very important. Interrupt will make your application to be more responsive. Consider like we wrote one program. Consider we did one time activity, and then we are checking whether fire is there or water is available or display the data or read temperature, and then check switch or button, you can say check switch or button, and then communication. And this activity we are doing again and 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 again. We are continuously keep doing. Now consider we are checking fire is broke, fire is there or not. No, not fire is not there. Now consider we are checking water, but fire started, okay. Fire started, but we are doing display, we are doing temperature. All the temperature is increasing, but we can't do anything. We are now checking the switch, we are doing the communication. During this much of time, fire is already playing his role, whatever that want. Just try to understand the importance of that. Instead of that, consider if I write application like this. Consider if I write application like this, where I'll do one time activity, and then this fire I will not put here. I'll do all other activity. Water I will do, display I will do. So water I will do, display I will do, temperature I will read, and switch I will check, and then communication I will do, and then I will do the looping here. Consider I'll do the looping. Okay, now and this fire I will put in an interrupt. So whenever fire broke out, it will give me signal here, fire. So what will happen? Whatever I am doing, I will get the immediate attention on. Whatever I'll do, I'll stop this activity, I'll go, I'll process this, and whatever action I have to take, I will take it immediately. This is the interrupt. So hope you understand. I given many examples. Polling. So now the next question is, what is polling? When we earlier we wrote in timer, what we wrote, JNB TF0 is L1 like this and L1. What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, we put alarm in our clock and we said, hey, I want to wake up at 4 o'clock, and we put alarm at 4 o'clock. And then we are also sitting with the watch. And we are asking with the watch, hey, 4 o'clock over, like that. We are sitting with watch. And once 4 o'clock over, then we say, okay, thank you watch, like this. this is what the meaning of this thing. This is called polling. So the earlier what we wrote it, that was the polling thing, where we are continuously monitoring the flag, where we are continuously monitoring the flag, whether my time is over or not, but in practical life we don't do this thing. I'll tell you one better way to do same activity. Take a clock, put an alarm, and go and sleep. And I'm sure you are doing like that only. You are sleeping. Once it will ring at 4 o'clock, then you wake up. Like that. Then you will wake up. So which one is better, this one or this one? I'm sure you will say this one. Okay, so this is good, because here you are just sitting, then there is no meaning of alarm. So this method where you are continuously sitting with watch is called polling. And when you are putting alarm and sleeping, this is called interrupt. This is called interrupt. So now this is called interrupt. Now see here. So hope you understand like what is polling. Polling means we are continuously observing the flag. For polling means we are continuously observing the flag, and but we can do some other activity also. That is the meaning of polling. So hope you understand what is polling. What is the advantage of interrupt over polling? Okay. See, the interrupt over polling is, consider you are the only person who has to do everything. You are only the person. Okay. So what you do, you start your day, you do something, and you keep doing something. You go here, like that. And now you want 1 hour delay. So you are sitting with the clock, 1 hour delay. Then you do something, you go here. Now you want 1 more hour delay. So you are sitting here, 1 more hour over, you do this thing, like that. Consider you are doing like this. Okay. We are having one more method. And what is that method? You come here. You do your whatever routine work is required, you do that thing. Then you come here, and now you want 1 hour delay. So you start timer or something, and you say, hey, after 1 hour tell me. So now timer is started working, it doing. Meanwhile, you are doing some other activity. As soon as 1 hour over, it will tell, tang, and then it will say, okay, then it will do, and you finish this work and come. And after that, again you need 1 hour delay. So again you do setting, again you start the timer, and timer start working, and you do your work. Whenever 1 hour over, it will tell you, tang, then you can come, you finish your work and do. You can see the difference between these two things. Here you are wasting time to sit with whether time is over or not. And in the same time, if you are using interrupt, you can perform some other activity. This is one advantage. So people are asking, what is the advantage? So this is one advantage. What is the advantage? You can do more work. Instead of waiting for the clock, you can do more work. And fast action. What is meaning of fast action? Consider if some very important you are doing. Consider some earlier also I explained. I think it's a repeating thing. Consider if you are doing, so I'll write here first. So what is first is? So first is like maybe you can do more work, or you can say optimized process. Optimized process. Okay. More work or optimized process. Second thing is, you can do the fast response. Fast response in the sense I already told you, say you are doing one work, then second work, then third work, then fourth work, like this, and you already crossed this line and then fire broke out, but you are doing this, you are doing this, you are doing this, and when you will come back here, then you will check. But if it is in interrupt, we are doing work, and interrupt came, dang, then here itself we come to know, we no need to go back again and check. So we can say like it's a fast response. Okay. So this is the advantage of interrupt. At the same time, interrupt is having some disadvantage also. Consider if you want very fast, if you are putting alarm for 1 second or maybe 1 millisecond or 1 microsecond, if you are putting alarm for 1 microsecond, after exactly 1 microsecond or after exactly 1 millisecond you want to do something, then maybe the polling is better, maybe. Why I am saying polling is better? Because interrupt having some process, you need to, whatever you are doing, you need to save somewhere, then you have to go finish the interrupt and come back. So this going and come back is taking the little extra time. So normally in interview people ask what is the advantage of polling. So if you are having a very fast, if you have to do something like in very less time, if you want to process something, so then you can do the polling. That polling gives advantage. Okay, let's go for next question. What if so many interrupts are coming together? Okay. See, if so many interrupt is coming, consider like say I am doing some activity, and at this point of time, he is also saying fire also broke out, water is also full, and somebody calling me, and like that. So many activities happening. So then we have to decide which work is having the high priority, and whichever work is having a high priority, consider fire broke out. So definitely this is the highest priority work. So I will be first processing the high priority work, then I will come back here, then I will go in next priority work, then I will come back here, then I will go and finish next priority work, and then I will come back here, then I will finish the next priority work, and then I will come back here. It's something like that. So this is happening in the this process is applicable in the 8051. But in ARM, how it happened? I am doing this, then I got, consider again 4 interrupt I got together. If they are coming one by one, then it's a different process. But like if I got all 4 together, then from here I will be going, from here I will be going here, finishing this, and after finishing I will not go back here. Here we are having something called tail chaining. What is that tail chaining? I'll finish this and I'll check any interrupt is pending. Yes, then I'll go that. I'll finish that. Any interrupt is pending? Yes, I'll go and finish that. Any interrupt is there? Yes, I'll finish it and come. And then finally I will come back here. So this is like in the ARM, this process they are having. But in 8051 we have this process. But if you see, ultimately it doesn't matter whether it's ARM or 8051. Ultimately every controller what they are doing, whenever you get interrupt, if you are having more than one interrupt is coming, then they check who is the high priority. Here also they check who is high priority, and based on that only they will perform. Okay, so with that like we had finished the introduction of interrupt. So I hope I not bored you. Interrupt is very important as far as interview is concerned, as well as the interrupt learning in the embedded is concerned. So it's a very important thing. So I hope it making sense. In the next video, what we will see in this particular microcontroller, whatever in our M5 board, how interrupt work and what all interrupt source we are having, how to configure interrupt, about IE register, we are having IE register, and interrupt priority in microcontroller, so that we will see. Okay, that will also theoretical, and after that we will be writing programming. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more video. Enjoy as you know, on this channel we are having entire embedded course available for you, so you can share with your friends and subscribe for the latest video, because we are here. You will get the lot of project also, and the project idea which we are sharing. Even like if you are making any project using that M5 board, share with us. We will be publishing that video with your name, and we will be happy to do this thing. And if you are having please like and comment and subscribe. If you are having any doubt, please mail us. We will be happy to answer you. If you want to practice the embedded whatever we are teaching, you can practice using M5 board. And if you want to purchase M5 board, you can mail us on the m5@gmail.com. So have a nice day. Enjoy.